Today we're here in Grow a Garden. Currently right now we are in the testing server, which basically has the whole update, I'm pretty sure. Which currently right now the new event is happening, which is the night event, which basically looks like, you know, it's dark night new event, which means there's a higher moonlight fruit chance. Basically makes your fruit become this new mutation, this new moonlight mutation, which I have no idea. But as you can see right here, I have a moonlight wet strawberry, which has this purple glow aura coming out of the strawberry, which with this new mutation you could, I'm pretty sure, do something over here, which there's a new event over here happening too. It used to be the hungry plant, but now there's this new owl event, which now you're able to get a bunch of new stuff. You're able to get these new seeds right here. Before this there was a Venice plant, lotus plant, cranberry eggplant, raspberry plant, all of that. And now there's these new seeds, which you could get: a glow shroom, a mint, a moonflower, a star fruit, a moon glow, and a moon blossom, which is the rarest thing you could get. And there's also eggs that you could get from here as well, which is, you could get this raccoon, which is a 1% chance of getting, which obviously that's going to be pretty hard. So as you can see over here, some fruits turn moonlight, which currently right now is the event that's happening at night. Trade them in for lunar points, which currently right now we have the moonlight strawberry. We're going to be checking out how this works. And then if you give him 10 moonlight fruits, I think you get this free pet. And as you can see, if you give him 20, you get a free seed pack. 40, you get this moonlight rod, which I have no idea how this, what is this, but if I had to guess, it probably means it will strike that specific fruit to have the moonlight mutation. 70 points, you get 2 eggs, which, like I already showed case, are these eggs that you are able to obtain with those 2 free eggs that you get here. 110 points, more moonlight rods, 3 seed packs, a pet for 160 points, 210 points, and free egg. 220 moonlight points, you get another seed pack. 240, you get 2 eggs. 250, you get this moonlight rod. 260, you get this seed pack, another seed pack, 2 more eggs for 290. 320 moonlight points, 3 eggs, 1 seed pack for 350 moonlight. 360 points for 3 more rods, 5 seed packs for 390 moonlight points, 3 eggs for 430 points, and lastly for 530 point, a free owl, which I have no idea what the stats are. I'm pretty sure the only way to get this apple is by completing this. So we have here a moonlight strawberry, like I already said, and it says give me a moonlight fruit to get more lunar points. So if we give him this moonlight strawberry, I got 1 lunar point. So basically it's not asking for any specific fruit. All you need to give them is a moonlight mutation fruit. So it could be any type of fruit, because before it used to be like you need to give him a tomato, which weighs like higher than 0.55 kg. But this, all you need to get is the moonlight mutation, which I got 1 lunar point from, as you can see right there. So you're gonna have to give 530 lunar points, which you need to give him 530 fruit with the moonlight mutation to get to this. I have no idea if these rewards are infinity or it's a one-time thing, but I'm definitely gonna be doing this. Obviously I probably won't be able to do this here in the testing server, but we're gonna try here, give him as much moonlight fruits that we do have, so maybe we could get our first reward from the owl over here. But from what it seems like the night event happens every hour. As you can see here, it says 34 minutes and 8 seconds, which basically means every hour there's a night event, which makes there's a chance of all your fruits becoming, not all of them, but chance of your fruits becoming a moonlight mutation. So this is a pretty cool event. We do have quite here a couple of moonlights. I don't think it's enough, honestly, since I do need 10 moonlight. So we will need to wait for another moonlight event. But yeah, those are the rewards. I have no idea if it is infinity. And you are also able to get the seeds and eggs if you do buy it with Robux. But that's pretty cool how they made it a way of doing it free to play and pay to win. They also added a couple new things over here in the gear shop. If you go over here to the gear shop, they added a couple new things. The number one thing that they added is this new recall wrench, which basically teleports to gear shop 5 uses. So instead of walking all the way over here, you could just buy this and instantly teleport over here, which is kind of useful. Another thing that they added is this favorite tool. Favorite your fruit to prevent collecting 20 uses. So this costs 20 million shekels, and you could buy this a total of 3 times, so you'll be able to use it 60 times, which is honestly pretty cool. I did bought it. Right here we have it, the favoring tool. So let's test this out. We're gonna put this on this pumpkin right here, and the pumpkin is now favorited. So now we're not able to collect this pumpkin, which honestly is pretty cool. If you're trying to shock a candy blossom, you're not trying to collect it or a specific plant, so obviously it could get higher value. That's pretty sick. I have no idea how you unlock this. So it seems like you need to use the favoriting tool again to unfavorite it, which basically you need to use 2 of them to unfavorite it and favorite it. And we also do here have the recall wrench, which is the one I was basically perfectly talking about, which if you use it, you automatically teleport to the gear, which is actually pretty useful. And since there isn't really a UI tab of it going directly to the gear shop. Well, yeah, this update is pretty sick. Added a couple new gears. They added this whole new event right here, which is actually pretty sick. They're probably gonna do this constantly as well, adding these things like every 2 weeks. I think this is gonna stay for here for 2 weeks, because here it says 329 hours, which I think is 2 weeks. I have no idea if you're able to repeat this repeatedly, but if I had to guess, you probably would be able to, since the last event you were able to repeat that as much as you wanted to. But yeah, that is basically doing the new update. Sadly, I'm not able to test, I guess, the new seats, since I do need to wait for the Moonlight event. Well, I guess if it does happen in the next 30 minutes or 10 minutes, 20, since this is the testing server, I don't think it's gonna happen every hour. It'll probably happen like every 10 minutes, so we're obviously able to test the event. Then I'll be back and obviously, of course, showcase the things. And it seems like there is another Moonlight event that just occurred right now, so we're gonna collect this. We're gonna collect this cactus, which is actually pretty sick. This is like really cool event. We're gonna go give the Moonlight mutations to the owl over here. So we got 3 lunar points for that, so it seems like you could get more than 1 lunar point depending on the plant, if I had to guess. And we did get the hedgehog, and we got 4 lunar points for that one. We got the hedgehog right here. We're gonna give him this Moonlight cactus, these rest of these Moonlight items. We got 5 lunar points for that one, so I definitely do think it depends on what type of fruit you are giving him with the lunar mutation, because then it will be worth more lunar points. And we just got our first night seed pack. We're gonna open that, but let's give the rest of these Moonlight mutations. So we got our first night seed pack right here. We're gonna open this. Let's see what we get. We are able to get the new seeds, and we got the Nightshade uncommon seed, which I have no idea which seed this is from this, but we're gonna go plant it over here. We also did got the hedgehog right here, which we are gonna place the hedgehog right here. We're gonna go see the stats on this. Grants prickly fruit a 1.5 times size bonus. So basically, I think we'll give the cactus size bonus, which is actually pretty useful with the cactus. That is the new hedgehog. That is the new update. Hope you guys enjoy this. That's the new event. There's a new night event, new gear stuff. I'm definitely gonna try to get all of stuff here in this event, definitely, which is a total of 530 lunar points. It's not gonna really be too hard, since I guess you don't really need 530 fruit with the Moonlight mutation. It's a little easier now, thinking of it, since depending on the fruit, it gives some more lunar points. But that is the new update. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. That is the new event.